Yo, YouTube, how you doing? This is Cookie Monster, ProForgeRacing, you know what I'm saying? Bringing you my 84th Forger review, ShadowFalcon777. You know what I'm saying?
ShadowFalcon777 is an incredible forger. He mostly makes racetracks. However, this first map here is a Slayer map that's also compatible with many of the objective game types. I tried to play Assault on it, and I wasn't sure if there was a problem because there was too many people in the game, or if it was the map. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, Capture the Flag worked really well on this map. It's an incredibly well forged Slayer map, especially for someone who primarily makes racetracks. And it is, I believe, a symmetrical map. There's a blue side with a blue light and a red side with a red light, one for each team. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a really good Capture the Flag map. I think it would work really well for Team Slayer too. Perhaps even free-for-all. I mean, it would pretty much work for anything. It could probably even work for Infection. Not that it would be the best Infection map, but it's a really good Capture the Flag map. It kind of reminds me of some of those MLG maps that were made on Foundry by, Bungie or whatever, and people in Halo 3. Because I'm pretty sure the ones in Halo 3, MLG maps, I'm not sure if those were made by people or Bungie themselves. But anyways, it kind of reminds me of those maps because it's pretty small. It's completely indoors. There's a red side and a blue side. There's a little middle area, and there's an upper part. So it's definitely very similar to those. It totally seems like an MLG map, but it's an awesome map. It's a whole lot of fun. Anyways, this next map here is... Oh, that map was called Artifact, by the way. Artifact was the Slayer map. I don't know why I didn't say the name of it. I'm sorry. This map's called the Almighty SX, and it's a really good SX track. It's pretty cool. It's indoors entirely, and it's got a grid that perfectly centers the roof, so it's really nice looking. It's got some detailed bordering and kind of scenery. He's an incredible forger. Especially he makes really good SX tracks, and SX tracks are not very easy to make, and he seems to be very talented at it, especially for someone who is, not very well. I've never heard of him before. He's a pretty unknown forger, and I don't know, I'm assuming he's pretty new at forging, because, only just now did he ask for a review, but if he's new at forging, then that's even more amazing, because these are really good SX tracks. There's a few in this review. I really like this one. It's fast-paced, all the jumps work, it's a lot of fun. He also makes roller coasters as well, and this roller coaster here is called Construction, and there's some really cool scenery. So he's great at making scenery. He made a great Slayer map. He's great at making a variety of different types of racetracks, and he makes them well too. I like his roller coasters too, because a lot of people make these dramatic roller coasters that are way up high in the sky and have huge, spirals that come really fast down, kind of like how I used to do. But this map here and his other, I think there's either one or two other roller coasters in the review, they're pretty low to the ground, and they don't have super high up turns, so they're just kind of small and pretty fast paced. They're fun, a lot of fun. Right there, someone just fell down from the sky on me, and instead of dying and going back to his part of the map, he just kept going with me. And back there was a really sweet, perfectly working barrel roll built into the map, so that's pretty nice. And right here, I take that bitch down, and I get a takedown. There are a lot of takedowns in this review, because his maps are awesome, and they're a lot of fun, and they're really competitive for racing. That's a great thing about his maps. You can, the leader changes a lot. We had some really fun races, especially on his SX tracks, where, the leader was changing. We were close the whole race. This map here is called Gladiator SX, and this is probably in my top 5 favorite SX tracks in all of Halo Reach. This map is incredible. It has a bottom layer that's big, it has a top layer that's big. everything works really well. It looks really nice. I like this big scenery piece to the left there, if you can see that at all with the wheels. It's just an awesome map. It's so awesome, in fact, I showed 2 laps on it. It's so much fun, and we had a great race going on. You know, we were like neck to neck the whole time, and I like this part here a lot. There's just a big drop down jump from the top part to the bottom part, and it's just so awesome how you start on the bottom, go up to the top, finish on the bottom. Right there, I got another takedown, took that bitch down, but then he ended up recovering quickly and passing me. I don't know how. So, guess I'm not too proud of that takedown. As you'll see throughout this race, I'm trying to take this guy out NASCAR Thunder style in the corner. But, I'm sure everyone else did that. You cut the corner short on NASCAR Thunder and you just nailed the people. I think I talked about it in my last review. But, anyways, yeah, I keep trying to do it. I think I end up flipping myself eventually. Maybe not even in the video, but in the next lap or so. But, it's just an incredible map. I love this map. It's fast-paced. All the jumps work like when an SX jump works well and you just like land smoothly and roll on out, it feels really good. And that drop-down jump from top to bottom is probably my favorite jump in like Halo Reach. But anyways, this next map here is another one of those simple roller coasters. That turn right there that you can kind of see bordered by rocks. It's like a tube turn, but it has bordering too, so it's just like really cool. And this map here is called Generator, and I think that's what those scenery pieces are supposed to be. Right there, everyone just drove off, and I pushed this bitch off. Take down! Because a lot of people do that with the starting gate. Instead of creating a starting gate, it's just easier to delete the first 2 or 3 pieces for 10 seconds. Yeah, this is another one of those small roller coasters. It's not too long. It's not too short either, but it's fairly short. It's low to the ground. It's fairly flat and fast-paced. Right here, I had to take that guy out. Got another takedown. But I ended up falling too, but I landed on a previous part of the track, which is convenient. So I still stayed in first or second place. But this is just a really fun map. It's got some, you know, fairly unique features. I have seen this little spin thing before, the 720 or whatever it makes you do. I think it's 2 360s, 720. But still, he still did it very well. And I like that little jump right there. Small, but you know, it's smooth. And then this part right here is just like really fun. It's just like this round turn bordered by rocks. And it's just a really nice map. I like his roller coaster style. It's not dramatic. It's not super high in the sky, and it's not super steep turns and spirals and everything. So I really like it. It's pretty unique, his style. But this next map here is called Landslide. In this map, in the description, it says it's a triple wide map. No, I think it says it's a 3-wide map. A 3-wide, and that means a roller coaster is a 2x2, like the piece size, and a double wide is a 2x4, and this is a 2x3. So it's like in between a roller coaster and a double wide. But since it said 3-wide, I guess I just assumed it was triple wide, meaning it was a double wide plus half a double wide. I thought that would have been cool. But this is actually really cool because it's kind of got that fast-paced feel of a roller coaster, but it still has like the, you know, smoothness and nice look of a double wide. And a lot of people, when they use this size piece, it's in a double wide. They have like some 2x4s, but then they also have this size, so it just doesn't look as nice. But in this map, the entire track is the same exact width, so it's much sexier. It's just really nice because no one else has ever done like a map that's completely 2x3 as opposed to, you know, partially 2x3 and 2x4, or partially 2x3 in roller coaster. So I really appreciate this map for its uniqueness. It absolutely gives you the feel of both a roller coaster and a double wide. And I like this piece used here. It's just, it looks really unique and cool. But yeah, he's a very, very good forger, very unique maps. This map does have some scenery. Sorry if you can hear the sirens in the background. My apartment's like on a main road. But anyways, yeah, I like this map a lot. Definitely very unique. And that brings us to the last map here, which is called Submerged, and it's a double wide, not a double wide, it is a roller coaster, and I like this tower here. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a lighthouse or what, but it looks really cool, and there's a couple like battleships, I think. And yeah, this is just another one of those roller coasters. I love his roller coaster style. Just, you know, they're flat, fairly low to the ground. I just like them a lot. They're really cool. They're not like too dramatic. They're just subtle. They can be competitive. A lot of the times with those big roller coasters, they're not so competitive because, you know, a lot of the people you're racing with fall off them, and you know, it's just, there's not really competitiveness to them. But these maps, since they're fairly easy and they're low to the ground and stuff, it's just more competitive because they're fast paced, because there's not like huge steep hills you have to conquer and spirals that people fall off of, so they're really awesome. But ShadowFalcon777 is an amazing forger, and I'm very glad he contacted me for a forger review because I probably wouldn't have heard of him otherwise. I'm glad I did. You should all definitely check out his maps. I hope he has more coming, but yeah, definitely go to his file share. He's a really great forger. One of my favorites. So, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Cookie out. Nom nom.